We had a record amount of walk-offs on Mother's Day. Miguel Cabrera joins another exclusive club, not to mention the Mets think baseball is rigged. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get into all those stories, I'm going to need you to do a couple of things for me, please. First, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Next, go over, smash the red button, go subscribe. That's the best way to show your support here on the channel. Then go over, ring that bell, get notified, so you know when exactly I'm pumping out great baseball content. And finally, if you want to get active, go down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts on the topics I'll be covering here today. So Miguel Cabrera made even more history this past Saturday and joined another exclusive club as the Tigers clashed with the Astros, because with one out in the top of the second inning, Cabrera pulled a 79.5-mile-an-hour curveball from Astros starter Framber Valdez down the left field line, plating the game's first 2 runs to put Detroit in front. Now, this double was Miggy's 600th, making Cabrera one of only 3 players in MLB history to have 3,000 or more hits, 600 or more doubles, and 500 or more home runs. Not to mention, Cabrera's latest milestone hit helped him pass Frank Robinson for number 21 when it comes to runs batted in, with 1,813. So what can I say at this point? It's just Miggy being Miggy. Miguel Cabrera is the best right-handed hitter, probably the best hitter in my generation, and I'm just so happy and grateful that I got to see him get 3,000 hits a couple of weeks ago in Detroit. I hope he can get a World Series championship with the Tigers to put the cherry on top of a truly iconic baseball career. Now next, it seems that the Mets hitting coach Eric Chavez has some major suspicions regarding how MLB have been manipulating baseballs this season. Now, it says that Mets hitting coach Eric Chavez recently told Tim Healy of Newsday that his hitters suspect the baseball becomes curiously less deadened during nationally televised games. Now, Healy of Newsday quoted Eric Chavez as explaining the interactions he had with his hitters 2 days before they were scheduled to meet with the Phillies on Sunday Night Baseball. Now, according to Chavez, several hitters gave him a heads up, saying, "Watch how the balls travel during the premier nationally televised game of the week." They had heard that the balls in those games were in some way different. Now, Chavez said, I thought for a second, you guys are full of it. And then what happened? Well, apparently the players are right, because the ball was traveling farther. Balls that weren't even hit as hard. And I'm like, wait a minute, that shouldn't have happened. The ball was traveling better. That was with the eye test. But then we lined it up with what the analytics were telling us, and Chavez laid out some of the numbers which he alluded to. He says, quote, "We've been hitting balls 104, 105 miles an hour at the right launch angle, and they aren't leaving. And then all of a sudden, now we're hitting balls 95, a little less harder than other balls, and those balls are traveling on Sunday night." So obviously, this isn't the Mets just making up something on their own here. This isn't just a made-up conspiracy theory. According to Chavez, they have some analytics and hardcore data to back this phenomenon up. And in my opinion, I do think MLB is manipulating baseballs this year like they did last year. But I, for one, don't have a problem with it necessarily. However, I just don't understand why they think it's only a good idea to have juice balls on nationally televised games. I mean, I understand MLB wants those games to be more entertaining because it's a nationally televised event and more people watching, more eyeballs on the screen hopefully, and they want to keep them there for as long as possible, which basically means that they want it more entertaining, they need more offense. But I just don't understand, if more offense is what the league desires and thinks is what will attract more fans, then why not just have these juice balls all season long? I mean, I personally don't care either way, if the balls are juiced, deadened, or pitching dominates or hitting dominates. I just want to watch a consistent product as a consumer, whether that product is more offense or more defense. I just want something that is consistent through a 162 game season for all 30 teams. If I'm an Astros fan and I buy a ticket and I'm looking to go to a game on the weekend, and I'm looking to go on Sunday. And the reason why I want to go on Sunday is because Justin Verlander is on the mound. And I know that Justin Verlander dominates. And he has a great ERA, let's just say, and he's striking out the world. It's his first Sunday night start on Sunday Night Baseball. And I go to the game, and I pay a ticket to watch Justin Verlander dominate on the mound. And then I get to the game, and I buy my ticket, and I pay for my $20, $25 parking, and I pay for my $15 to $20 beer, my $5 hot dog, and my $5 water, and I sit down in my seat, and I'm all ready to watch Justin Verlander pitch. And then the first inning he goes out, he gives up 2 home runs early. And then he ends up giving up, let's just say, 4 runs on 6 hits with 2 home runs, and he only goes like 3 1/3. I was, scammed, because mentally, I'm thinking to myself, this year, Justin Verlander has been dominating all season. And I'm going to see him do it again. But the only reason why he didn't is because he pitched on a particular day that just so happened to line up with a nationally televised game. To me, that's not right. Like I said, I want consistency as a fan. I don't care either way. Juice balls or not juice balls. If offense is down all season long, I don't want to see any game for any team eclipse 7 runs. I just don't, because that's not the product I'm expecting as a fan. If offense is up, I want every game to exceed 5 runs or more for both sides. That's the way I feel on this topic. And with that, that's why I agree with what the Mets and Chavez are saying here about MLB manipulating the baseballs once again in 2022. Finally, 4 games ended in walk-off fashion on Sunday. Now first, let's start off with the Rays and Mariners game. Now the Mariners walked off the Rays in 10 innings after Ty France, who was previously 0 for 4 on the day, smacked a line drive single to left field. This scored Jarred Kelenic from third base to give Seattle the 2-1 win. Then the Padres walked off the Marlins after Jorge Alfaro blasted a 3-run shot to center field. Abrams and Grisham were the other 2 runners who crossed home plate on the play, and the Padres won it 3-2. Next, after being 2 runs down with 2 outs, in the 9th inning, Angels two-way phenom Shohei Ohtani tied the ball game up for the Halos after he scorched an RBI double off the center field wall. This scored Rengifo and Ward from third and first base respectively. Then, just a batter later, Anthony Rendon came through with a big knock up the middle, which drove in Ohtani from second base and secured the Halos win by the score of 5-4. And finally, the Yankees pulled off a win in the first of a twin bill against the Rangers at home at Yankee Stadium as Gleyber Torres scraped a home run just over the short porch and right to break up a 1-1 tie and give the Yankees the win by the score of 2-1. And that is all I got for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. And as always, I will catch you guys later.